From suing his own mother to giving his friend the craziest gift ever. These are the 10 things you didn't know about Luka Doncic. 10. Luka is an absolute legend. Ever since he got to the NBA, he has been making noise. But that's expected when you're born with the basketball in your hands. Speaking of his childhood, it was different. Luka was born in Slovenia to Sasa Doncic, a former basketball player and coach. At an early age, where every child plays with toys and watches cartoons, Luka was playing with the ball. Boy was just 7 months old. 7 months. Can you believe this? This is the first time he touched a basketball. Guess he always knew what he was made for. Crazy stuff, man. Luka's father always knew Luka had it in him. So he even built Luka a miniature basketball court. Wow. Luka was being trained from the very start. No wonder why he's so good. At a very young age, Luka was practicing with kids way older than his age. In fact, he was so good that he exposed the kids much older than him. Luka was simply addicted to the game from the start. 9. Speaking of addictions, Luka has some skeletons in his closet. Giving his stamina game, you might as well be thinking of his diet. Well, my man has a diet like no one else. While other NBA legends are eating healthy food and counting every calorie they consume, Luka does not care. Dog has the craziest diet an athlete can have, but no one knew this until this happened. When Luka stepped out of the NBA bubble, he straight away jumped into a plane and flew to Slovenia. And the reason? Luka was hungry. Damn! After landing, he ate and partied like no one else. When other players were hitting the gym, Dog was out getting lit. And for his diet, bro was high on McChickens and vodka. Damn. Even I have a healthier diet, Luka. What's up with this? Maybe Luka was gaining weight because he wanted to become a heavyweight champ. Within the span of a year, he went from weighing 240 pounds to 260 pounds. Extra 20 pounds is crazy. But everything was acceptable until Luka was seen with something crazy. Damn! The man was smoking a hookah. What? Are you kidding me? And right away, this chubby 23 years lad became hot news. Can you believe that he was the top trend on Twitter? The same guy was wreaking havoc at the NBA a few days ago, and now it was unbelievable. But never mind, because Luka is gifted. 8. Speaking of gifts, my man made it to the news once again when he gave his friend the craziest gift in NBA history. And when I say crazy, I mean it. After Nike released Luka's first signature shoe, the Luka Ones, man was so excited, and he decided to do something special. He gifted an exotic red pair of Luka Ones to Dorian Finney-Smith. But this isn't the best part. These shoes were not for Dorian himself, but rather for someone special. Sheesh! They were for his 2-year-old pet horse. Damn it, man. A horse wearing Luka Ones? That's bizarre. 7. But guys, nothing about Luka is normal. His car collection is sick. And it all goes back to his early childhood, when my man was fascinated by Cristiano Ronaldo's car collection. And since he started making big money, Luka has spent millions on cars. Because not only does he have a thing for cars, but he also has crazy money to afford them. From his awesome Porsche 911s to his beautiful Porsche Panamera. And the masonry Lamborghini Urus. Top G has it all. But there's one car that Luka owns, which is in a league of its own, and it blows his other cars out of the water. This car is colossal. This car is a beast. This car is Luka's custom 6-wheel Hellfire Apocalypse. And when I say the word Hellfire, this car looks cool as hell. It has night vision, cameras, 850 horsepower, and every other insane feature. Dude thought he might need something special too, in case of a zombie apocalypse. So, there you go. 6. But all these cars are worthless in front of the good that Luka is doing with his money. And when I say this, I mean it. Luka sure as hell knows how to build a legacy. Honestly speaking, he has already done so much good at such a young age. In 2021, Luka partnered with 2K Foundations to rebuild basketball courts in his hometown of Ljubljana, Slovenia. Because he is such a sweetheart, he wanted the kids to enjoy top-class basketball and succeed in life, as he did. Now this is what great men are made up of. 5. And the list of his good continues. Back in 2019, Luka wasn't only saving the Mavericks, he was saving lives too. Yes, this might seem too good to be true, but that year, Luka did something that won the hearts of millions of people. Sometimes life can be pretty unforgiving, just like for this little champ. This young boy named Chris was born with the rare genetic disease that was taking his life with every passing moment. His body was giving up. And if it were not for Luka, this boy would have been paralyzed for life. And the situation intensified when the doctors gave Chris just 8 months to live. The treatment required $2.2 million. Now this was something impossible for the family. That's where Luka Magic did his magic. He did his best by selling off signed memorabilia and making all sorts of efforts because he wanted to save this little child. Finally, the amount was arranged. The family flew all the way to the US, where Chris got treated, and the doctors even told Chris's family that it was Luka that saved Chris's life, helped this little boy get the treatment he needed. Luka, you're an angel winning both on and off the court, among many other things. 4. I bet you didn't know that Luka holds a very fascinating record. Can you believe that a card signed by Luka Doncic and having the NBA logo from his original shirt, became the second most valuable card in NBA history? This was one of its kind, the rarest Luka card on the entire planet. It was sold for a whopping $4.6 million, becoming the most expensive basketball card ever sold. Insane, right? 3. But wait until you hear this one. Luka is a nice guy, but sometimes if you want to get things done, you ought to bring out your darker side. Well, Luka has always been close to his mother, Moran. But you know when it comes down to money, even blood relations can... A similar happened here. Luka wanted his trademark name back, but his mother refused to return, which made things pretty nasty, as Luka had to go to court. Luka sued his mother. My goodness. 2. But nothing tops Luka's magic show on 27th November 2022. It was Mavs versus Knicks. With 30 seconds in the buzzer, the Mavs were 7 points behind. This was when Luka changed history. He did something that got his name in the history and record books. After leveling the scores within 30 seconds, Luka scored another 7 points in the overtime. And at the end of the game, he was dancing like crazy. In this game, Luka scored 60 points. 21 rebounds and 10 assists. Triple-double. Damn, this is NBA God-level stuff. This sure as hell is. And the fun part is, at the end of the game, Luka said he was going to get himself a beer. Sheesh. 1. And after all that Luka did for the Dallas Mavericks, and the way he committed to it by saying he'd rather divorce his wife than leave the Mavs, the city of Dallas was so pleased that they announced July 6th as the Luka Doncic Day. My. Man is so famous that he has a day named after him. This is it for today's video. Hope you guys loved it. Don't forget to dunk on that subscribe button. And until next time, take care.